Hi, it's Lisa with Passionfruit Arts, and we are cooking up some Socca, also known as faronata, which is basically a chickpea flatbread. It's naturally gluten-free, very simple, and I will walk you through it. Start the faronata by making the batter so it has time to sit for at least 30 minutes. You can make it ahead of time and let it rest, covered on the counter for up to 12 hours before baking. In a medium-sized bowl or large measuring cup, whisk 1 cup warm water into 1 cup chickpea flour, adding the water gradually. You should be able to find chickpea flour in most markets, but it may be labeled as garbanzo bean flour, gram flour, or even besan flour in Indian markets. Faronata happens to be vegan, but the chickpeas make it packed with protein, fiber, and iron, which is much more filling and satisfying than a typically processed grain flour. Add 2 tablespoons olive oil and whisk until smooth with no lumps. Cover the batter, which should be the consistency of a heavy cream, and set it aside for at least 30 minutes. When you are ready to make the flatbread, preheat the oven to 450 degrees. While the oven is heating up, chop up a couple sprigs of fresh rosemary for a total of about 2 teaspoons. An easy way to remove the leaves from the stem, just pinch off the top of the stem with one hand and slide your fingers down, going against the upward direction of the leaves. They'll pop right off. Then bunch them up and chop them into fine pieces. Fresh rosemary is known for supporting the immune system, improving memory, and really shines in bread, so use the fresh herb if you can. Finally, chop 1 small onion. It is important to use small pieces in the recipe because you want those bits of onion spread throughout the bread to get the flavor in each and every bite. Pour 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a hot skillet. Sauté the onions with a teaspoon of salt and a healthy grind of black pepper on a medium-low heat, stirring frequently for about 10 minutes. You can also cook the onions and herbs directly into the skillet in the oven for 8 minutes, and then pour the batter directly on top of the onions. But if you're sautéing in the skillet, add the fresh chopped rosemary at the end so you don't cook off all of those beneficial oils, just long enough to release the flavor. Fold the onions into the batter. This is a good time to add more salt and pepper if you like a saltier bread. Heat an oven-proof skillet or pizza pan in the 450-degree oven for 10 minutes. Add another 2 tablespoons of olive oil to this super hot pan before you quickly pour the batter in, making sure to tilt the pan around to distribute the batter evenly. Go ahead and dust it with paprika. Return the skillet back into the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Test the faronata by inserting a toothpick. If it comes out dry and the edges have pulled away from the pan, the bread is done. The timing will depend on the size and the depth of your pan, and remember, it keeps cooking for a minute or 2 after it's out of the oven. You can drizzle olive oil, salt, and a little sprinkle of rosemary on top now, or when you slice the bread for serving. This garnish helps moisten the bread if it accidentally dried while cooking, as well as providing you with that extra authentic flavor and health benefits of a good Mediterranean olive oil. The beans, oil, and herbs shine in this bread. So delicious and nutritious. Serve the faronata with a bowl of warm soup, like this sweet potato and green soup recipe. I put the link down below for you. Remember to like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to Passionfruit Arts to get more recipes to feed your soul.